Hi, my friends. Gather close, and let me tell you a story whispered through the ages, one that drifts on the wind like a dying breath. They call it the curse of Hallow Isle. But long before it became a ghost story for sailors and sinners, it began with a woman named Eleanor. You see, Eleanor wasn't just any woman. She was one of the few who survived the Salem witch trials. They called her the Woman of Whispers, for she could speak to things that weren't there. And sometimes, those things spoke back. When the noose tightened around her neck, she whispered something so soft, so cold, that the devil himself reached out and cut the rope. They say her eyes turned black that day, and she walked out of Salem alive. Decades later, the year was 1764, and Eleanor found herself adrift, tired, lonely, and haunted by the memories of the fire and the screams. That's when she came upon a place hidden in the fog, Hallow Isle. It was small, peaceful, and seemed untouched by time. There were only a few families, kind folk who welcomed her like she was one of their own. For 4 long months, Eleanor laughed again. She broke bread, tended gardens, and thought maybe the world had finally forgiven her. But peace never lasts long for those who make deals with devils. One stormy night, while wandering near the cliffs, Eleanor stumbled upon something she wasn't meant to see, a gathering in the woods. The families, the ones who smiled and prayed by day, were kneeling before a stone altar, slick with blood, and on that altar lay the eldest child of each household, their throats cut open in sacrifice. Eleanor hid behind the trees as the chanting rose. They weren't worshiping God. They were calling to something older, something that promised them immortality. When they saw her, she ran, but they followed. Torches, pitchforks, the same madness that once hunted her in Salem. She made it to the edge of the island, to the sea cliffs where the fog swallowed everything. Cornered, heartbroken, she whispered one final prayer, but not to heaven. Her voice was carried by the wind that night, soft and cruel. And when the dawn came, the people of Hallow Isle began to cough. One by one, they fell to a sickness that blackened their lungs and split their flesh. Within a week, not a single soul remained alive. Only the crows stayed, feeding on what was left. Eleanor left the island with tears in her eyes. She hadn't wanted vengeance, she had wanted a home. But some homes, my friends, are built on bones. Now, even after all these years, sailors still say that if you drift too close to Hallow Isle,